Hi there, welcome to the Healthy Church Staff Podcast. My name is Todd Rhoades, and I'm one of the co-founders over at chemistrystaffing.com. And today I'm really excited. We're kicking off for the next 2 weeks a 10-part series exploring the life and the ministry of the Apostle Paul. Now, Paul was a man of contradictions and complexities, and also a man of incredible impact. And we're going to uncover some lessons from his journey that hopefully, I hope, can challenge and encourage us in our own leadership roles in our churches. Okay, so we're going to dig right in, and in this first episode, we're going to talk about and focus on Paul's dramatic conversion, a story that reminds us of the transformative power of God's grace and potential for radical change, even in the most unlikely individuals. So let's take a look at the story, right? Paul, formerly known as Saul, he was a persecutor of early Christians. He was fierce. He was devoted to his Jewish faith, and he saw the followers of Jesus as an absolute threat. But then it all changed one day on the road to Damascus. He never saw it coming. He had a life-altering encounter with the risen Christ, and this encounter literally changed his world. It turned his world upside down. That's an understatement. It transformed him from being a persecutor of Christians, of those in the early church, to an apostle, from an enemy of the gospel to one of its most passionate advocates. And Paul's story of conversion, it's really a testament to the boundless reach of God's grace and love for all of us. And it reminds us that absolutely no one is beyond redemption. No life is too far gone. No heart is too hardened to be transformed by the love of Christ. Put yourself in the mind of the early Christians, those that Paul had persecuted. And just imagine being somebody that was persecuted by Paul and then hearing the story of his dramatic conversion. What would be going through your head? I know what I'd be thinking. Is this real? Is this real? I know Paul. I know what he's capable of. And now you're telling me he's on our side? I probably would have met that with a bit of skepticism, I'm sure a lot of them did. All right, so here's the bottom line for what I want to encourage you today. As church leaders, we often encounter people that seem resistant to the gospel, who are stuck in their ways. We meet people all the time, and I hate this, people all the time that have been hurt by the church. And Paul's story here really encourages us, hopefully not to give up on anyone, or really to always hold out hope for transformation, and to recognize that God can work in even the most unexpected ways. Here are a few takeaways from Paul's conversion that I hope, can apply to our own ministries this week. So I want you to think on these things this week. First of all, be open to the unexpected. God often works in ways that we least expect. Be open to surprises. Be open to divine appointments and the possibility of a radical transformation in the lives of those that you lead. Not somebody else leads, but those that you lead. Be open to the unexpected. Don't judge a book by its cover. Just as Paul was once a persecutor, the people we encounter have pasts or present struggles that we don't understand. So approach everyone that you meet with compassion and grace and a willingness to see them through the eyes of Christ. Share your own story. Paul's testimony became a powerful tool in his ministry. So sharing your own story of faith and struggles and transformation can resonate with others and create opportunities for fellowship and discipleship. And in these people that and maybe you've got some people in your church right now that are coming to, they're Sauls, not Pauls, right? They're persecutors, they're angry, and they're also resentful, or maybe they're carrying around a bunch of church hurt. It's important for you to share your story. It may feel like you're never getting through, but you have no idea how God is working. And that brings me to my last point, and that is we need to trust in God's power to change our lives. If we're trying to do it on our own, we might as well go back to bed. But never underestimate the power of the Holy Spirit to work in hearts of people. You've probably seen it happen, and you want it to happen more than it does. But man, pray for those who seem resistant to the gospel, they are not beyond reach, and trust that God can bring change in his time and his way. Imagine Saul, the persecutor, suddenly finding himself blinded on the road to Damascus and hearing the voice of Jesus and realizing that everything he believed was wrong. Talk about a plot twist in Saul's own mind. It's a reminder that God sometimes even has a sense of humor, and he can use even the most dramatic circumstances to bring about his purpose. Okay, here's your bottom line for today. Paul's conversion, it is a powerful story, and it's a powerful reminder that God's grace can transform even the most hardened hearts. So let's be open. Let's be open to the unexpected. Let's extend grace to those that seem far from God. Let's trust his power. Let's trust the Holy Spirit to bring around potential radical transformation in the lives of those we lead. And let's not give up on anybody. God is at work. So here's what I want you to do this week. Take some time to reflect on your own conversion story. How has God transformed your life? How is your life different because you gave your life to Jesus? Maybe share that testimony with someone that you trust. Consider how you can use your own story to encourage and inspire others. I hope that was helpful for you today on the Healthy Church Staff Podcast. Stay tuned. We are just getting started in this series on the Apostle Paul. In the next episode, we're going to explore his courage to confront error and to speak truth in love. That's going to be a good one. Can't wait for that. Join us tomorrow right here on the Healthy Church Staff Podcast. And reach out to me anytime. Podcast@chemistrystaffing.com. I'd love to hear from you.